Hello students, in our previous lecture we are start to solve a practical problem on computation of uh, tax or total taxable income of charitable organization as well as tax liability of the charitable organization. Okay, in our today's lecture, we are going to solve a third practical problem on computation of taxable income of charitable organization as well as a tax liability of the charitable organization for the assessment year 2020-21. So problem number third is given in front of your screen, that is uh, Ramamurthy Public Charitable Trust, registered under Section 2A of the Income Tax Act 1961, furnishes the following data for the financial year 31st March 2020. So, Ramamurthy Public Charitable Organization or Trust has registered under the Section 12A of the Income Tax Act 1961, and he furnishes the information he furnishes the information relating to the financial year 31st March 2020, and according to the information provided by the charitable trust, we have to compute a total taxable income as well as tax liability of Ramamurthy Public Charitable Organization or Trust. Okay, so first point is given here, that is income from engineering college affiliated to university amounted to rupees 10 lakh. Okay, so income from engineering college is a income of the Ramamurthy Charitable Trust. Okay, it is a income. Okay, so we make a highlight to the income. Income from property held in trust out of rupees 2 lakh was not received during the financial year, and rupees 2 lakh was received only on the last day of the year, rupees 26 lakh. So very important information is this, because the income earned, the income received from the property of the trust amounted to rupees 26,000. In 26,000, rupees 2 lakh was not received during the financial year, and rupees 2 lakh was received at the end of financial year. So here we find out the correct income from property held. It is a income, but we find out a correct income from property held under trust. Then net income from business held under trust as incidental to main object as per book rupees 20 lakh. So it is also a income of the charitable organization. Okay, then 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 second one is, that is amount spent on free scholarship, free meal and free medical relief, rupees 12,000. So it is a application of income. It is a application of income, and we highlight a application of income by green color. Got it? For your understanding, we highlight the income as well as application of income. Then repayment of loan taken for construction of healthcare center, rupees 30 lakh. So it is also a application of money for construction of healthcare center of the trust. Then anonymous donation, rupees 9 lakh rupees. So anonymous donation is also income. Okay, but we add it separately. Okay, we add a only exempted anonymous donation. In last lecture we add all donation. Okay, and in our previous lecture we already says that we solve the problem by using another method. Okay, so here we use another method, that is exempted anonymous donation will be added in the income of the trust. Then voluntary contribution, it is also income. Voluntary contribution is also income. Then corpus donation, so corpus donation is income, but it is exempted income. Okay, it is a exempted income. It is a permanent fund with a trust. Okay, so it is exempted. and according to this information we have to compute a taxable income and tax liability of the trust. Got it? For assessment year 2020-21. Now we solve this problem. Okay, so here solution 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 here computation of taxable income, computation of taxable income of trust. Okay, name of assessee. So name of assessee is given, that is Ramamurthy. Okay, Ramamurthy Charitable Trust. Then assessment year and previous year. Assessment year 2020-21 and previous year 2019-20. Then prepare a 3 column, that is particulars rupees, particulars rupees, okay, particulars rupees. Now here we find out a income of the charitable organization and application of income. Okay, so here we already find out a income of the charitable organization. Got it? Now we compute a taxable income of the charitable organization. Okay, so here we consider the income, that is income from engineering college, 10 lakh rupees. Income from college, 10 lakh rupees. 10 lakh rupees. Okay, then the next income from properties held. Income from properties held, income from property held amounted to rupees 26 lakh. Then next income, that is net income from business, 20 lakh. Net income from business, 20 lakh. Then next voluntary contribution received. Here voluntary contribution received, amounted to rupees 5 lakh. Then next corrupts donation in inner column, because corrupts donation is exempted, so amounted rupees 2 lakh. Okay, less exempted 2 lakh, in outer column nil. Okay, now make the total, because we taken into consideration all the income here. Okay, we taken into consideration all income here. Make the total, and total is equal to 10 lakh plus 26 lakh plus 20 lakh plus 5 lakh is equal to 61 lakh. Okay, then here we get income from charitable organization before exemption. Okay, before exemption we get a income, then less 15%, then less 15% income eligible for deduction, 15% accumulation. Okay, so 15%, that is 15 divided by 100 multiplied by 61 lakh. Okay, multiplied by 61 lakh. Got it? Now here in inner column we put the figure, that is 15% on 61 lakh. So here 9,15,000 is the accumulation of fund from the current year's income. Okay, so we accumulate the income 15% to the accumulation fund. Then next is less application of income. Okay, application of income. Okay, actual application of income. So here in the problem we find out the two income that is applied for the charity purpose, that is amount spent on free scholarship, free meal and free medical relief. So here amount spent to free scholarship, comma free meal and free medical relief. Okay, amounted to rupees 12 lakh. Then next one is repayment of loan taken for construction, of health care, amounted to rupees 30 lakh. So here repayment of loan taken for construction of health care center, healthcare center amounted rupees 30 lakh. 30 lakh. Then less we deduct a deemed income, okay, which is not received, less income not received. Okay, so income not received is rupees 2 lakh. Okay, it is included in 26 lakh, we already read. Okay, so this 2 lakh is not included, so tax is not paid on 2 lakh. Got it? Here read the information number second. Okay, that is out of 26 lakh, 2 lakh was not received during the financial year and 2 lakh is received at the end of financial year, at the last date of financial year. So this income is not received and one income is received at the end of year. It is considered as a income of the current year, so it is assessed in next assessment year. Got it? So here next assessment year, income not received and income received on last date of the year amounted rupees 2 lakh. Very easy. Okay, now here we did not consider the donation, anonymous donation, so we delete this. Okay, set. Okay, so here we make the total of inner column, and the total is here 9,15,000, 9,15,000, 9,15,000 plus 12 lakh plus 30 lakh plus 2 lakh plus 2 lakh. We get a total application as well as income not received is 55 lakh 15,000. So deduct the 55 lakh from 61 lakh, we get a 5 lakh 85,000. 5 lakh 85,000, okay, is the total taxable income of trust. Okay, so here we get a taxable income of the trust amounted to rupees 5 lakh 85,000. okay, got it? Here we get a taxable income of trust 5 lakh 85,000. okay, here we get a taxable donation. Now we compute what we compute. We compute tax liability. Okay, tax liability. So tax liability, first insert 3 column. Okay, insert a 3 column insert A3 column. Okay, particulars, then rupees. Okay, so first of all, here we compute a taxable anonymous donation, but here we cannot take a anonymous donation. Here we delete the anonymous donation from the problem. Okay, so tax on anonymous donation is nil, because taxable donation or anonymous donation is not given in the problem. Okay, so tax on anonymous donation is nil. Got it? Then second part is that tax on balance total income. Okay, so balance total income is computed as the total income minus anonymous donation. Okay, so here put the figures in the formula, that is total 5,85,000 and anonymous donation is nil. So here total income is equal to 5,85,000. Got it? Okay. Okay. Yes sir. Okay. Now we compute a tax on total income of the trust. Okay, so here first of all, to remember the slab rates, so here slab rate of computation of tax of trust. So slab rate is first slab rate is income up to 2,50,000. Then second slab rate is income rupees 2,50,001 to 5 lakh. Then third one is income rupees 5 lakh 1 to 10 lakh. And fourth one is fourth slab, that is income rupees or income above rupees 10 lakh. Okay, so rate of tax for different incomes. So here first rate, here income. Okay, then second part is tax rate and third part is tax amount. Okay, so here compute a tax okay, so tax rate up to income up to income rupees 2,50,000, tax rate is nil or amount of tax is nil. Got it? Yes sir, got it. Then second one is income up to 2,50,000, 1 to 5 lakh. So here we compute. So how to compute? So our income rupees 2,50,000, 1 to 5 lakh, tax rate 5%. Okay, income rupees 5 lakh, 1 to 10 lakh, tax rate 20%. Okay, and income above rupees 10 lakh, tax rate is 30%. So we have to compute a tax liability as per the slab of the Income Tax Act 1961 for the applicable for trust. So here tax on balance of total income at the rate applicable rate. Okay, at applicable rate. So here income of the organization is 5,85,000. So here we make again working note, that is 5,85,000, okay, minus 2,50,000. 2,50,000 is the tax nil or income up to rupees 2,50,000. Okay, income up to rupees 2,50,000 is nil. Got it? So here we deduct a 2,50,000 from our income. We get that is amounted to rupees 3,35,000. Okay, 3,35,000. Okay, 3,35,000. Now we compute a tax on remaining balance, that is 3,35,000. Okay, so 3,35,000. So second slab is rupees 2,50,000, 1 to 5 lakh. So compute a 5%. So here our income is remaining balance to 3,35,000. Okay, 3,35,000. So here we paid a tax on 2,50,000, that is 2,50,000, 5% on 2,50,000. So 5% on 2,50,000. Okay, so 2,50,000, 5% on 2,50,000, that is 12,500. That is 12,500. Okay, now we paid a tax on 2,50,000. Deduct this 2,50,000 from 3,35,000. 2,50,000. We compute a 5% tax on 2,50,000, that is we get a 85,000. So 85,000 is a third slab, that is income above 5 lakh, 1 to 10 lakh, that is 20%. So 20% on 85,000, that is 17,000. Okay, so here we compute a 17,000 tax. Now we make the totals. Okay, now we make the totals, and total is 39,500. Okay, and the total tax on the income of the trust is 39,500. Now we add 4% health and education cess on 29,000. 4%, 4 divided by 100 multiplied by 2,900, sorry, 29,500. Okay, so here the tax is 1,180. 1,180 is the tax. Now make the total of all the taxes. So here total is equal to 29,500 plus 1,180. So here compute a 4% correctly or accurately. 4% multiplied by 29,500, that is 1,180. Okay, and the total is same, that is 29,500 plus 1,180, that is total tax liability of the organization is 30,680. Got it? So here we get a tax liability of the charitable organization. Okay, got it? Now we again revise this problem. Okay, now we revise this problem. Here we compute tax liability. Now we revise the problem. बघा यामध्ये प्रॉब्लेम काय सांगितलेला आहे की इन्कम टॅक्स ऍक्ट 1966 प्रमाणे रामामूर्ती चॅरिटेबल ट्रस्टने आपल्याला इन्फॉर्मेशन प्रोव्हाइड केलेली आहे त्यांच्या इन्कमची, आणि त्याच्यावरून आपल्याला इन्कम कम्प्यूट करायचा आहे. लक्षात आलं? मग यानुसार आपण काय केलेलं आहे तर त्यांचे इन्कम जे आहेत, ओके, त्यांचे इन्कम जे आहेत ते बायफर्गेट केले. त्यांनी इन्कम जिथे जिथे ॲप्लिकेशन केलेलं आहे तो इन्कम आपण काय केलेला आहे, बायफर्गेट केलेला आहे. लक्षात आलं? आता जे जे इन्कम आहेत ते आपण येलो कलरने हायलाइट केले होते. जे जे ॲप्लिकेशन इन्कम्स आहे ते ग्रीन कलरने. आता सेकंड ॲडजस्टमेंट आपण ग्रे कलरमध्ये का घेतली तर 26 लाखापैकी 2 लाख रुपये इन्कम आपल्याला मिळालेला नाही. 2 लाख रुपये जो मिळालेला आहे तो वर्षाच्या शेवटच्या दिवशी मिळालेला आहे. लक्षात आलं? त्यामुळे मग आता सोल्युशनला आपण सुरुवात केली. सोल्युशनमध्ये जो जो इन्कम आहे, इन्कम फ्रॉम इंजिनिअरिंग कॉलेज 10 लाख रुपये घेतलेला आहे. इन्कम फ्रॉम प्रॉपर्टी हेल्ड 26 लाख रुपये दिलेला आहे. ग्रॉस इन्कम घेतलेला आहे. लक्षात आलं? त्यानंतर नेट इन्कम फ्रॉम बिझनेस 20 लाख रुपये घेतलेला आहे. त्यानंतर व्हॉलेंटरी कॉन्ट्रीब्युशन दिलेलं आहे 5 लाख रुपये घेतलेला आहे. कोरप्स डोनेशन घेतले ते आहे 2 लाख. आता 2 लाखच्या 2 लाख काय राहतील, एक्झम्प्ट राहतील. एक्सटर्नल कॉलमला नील येईल. टोटल इन्कमची केली 61 लाख रुपये आली. यातून आता आपल्याला ॲप्लिकेशन ऑफ इन्कम काय करायचं आहे, डिडक्ट करायचं आहे. मग ॲप्लिकेशन ऑफ इन्कम कसा तर त्यामध्ये फर्स्ट पॉइंट जो आहे तो 15% इन्कम इज केप्ट असाइड फॉर द मीटिंग ऑफ फ्युचर एक्सपेन्सेस. फ्युचर एक्सपेन्सेस भागवण्यासाठी 15% इन्कम आपल्याला बाजूला ठेवावा लागतो. लक्षात आलं? 15% इन्कम आपण बाजूला ठेवला तो आला 9,15,000 रुपये. 9,15,000 रुपये आला. त्यातून लेस होईल ॲप्लिकेशन ऑफ इन्कम. ॲप्लिकेशन ऑफ इन्कम मग कशा कशात अप्लाइड केलेले आहेत इन्कम. सो हिअर इन्कम अप्लाइड इन फ्री स्कॉलरशिप, फ्री मील अँड free medical relief to the students. Okay, so amount at ₹12 lakh is applied. Then repayment of loan and loan taken for the purpose of construction of health care center. म्हणजे हेल्थ केअर सेंटरचं कन्स्ट्रक्शन करण्यासाठी घेतलेलं लोन ते सुद्धा ॲप्लिकेशन आहे 30 लाख रुपयाचं. त्यातून लेस काय करणार, जो इन्कम मिळालेला नाही, जे इन्कम मिळालेले नाही त्याच्यावर टॅक्स द्यायची गरज आहे का, नाही. म्हणून इन्कम जो मिळालेला नाही तो लेस होईल. 2 लाख रुपये मिळाले नाहीत आणि 2 लाख मिळाले ते वर्षाच्या शेवटच्या दिवशी मिळाले, म्हणजे तो इन्कम हा पुढच्या असेसमेंट इयरमध्ये कन्सिडर केला जाईल म्हणून ते लेस केले. टोटल आली 55,15,000. 55,15,000 आपण 61 लाखातून वजा केले, आपल्याला टोटल टॅक्सेबल इन्कम मिळाली ट्रस्टची 5,85,000 रुपये. ओके, त्यानंतर टॅक्स लायबिलिटी आपण कम्प्यूट केली. टॅक्स लायबिलिटी कम्प्यूट करत असताना ॲनॉनिमस डोनेशनचं टॅक्स आपण कम्प्यूट करतो, परंतु ॲनॉनिमस डोनेशन आपण कन्सिडर न केल्यामुळे तो आपण डिलीट केला पॉईंट, त्यामुळे इथं टॅक्स ऑन ॲनॉनिमस डोनेशन नील येईल. त्यानंतर रिमेनिंग बॅलन्सवरती टॅक्स आपल्याला काढावा लागतो. मग रिमेनिंग बॅलन्स कसा काढतो, टोटल इन्कमचा रिमेनिंग बॅलन्स, तर टोटल इन्कम मायनस ॲनॉनिमस डोनेशन. म्हणून टोटल इन्कम आहे 5,85,000 मायनस ॲनॉनिमस डोनेशन. ॲनॉनिमस डोनेशन काहीच नाही म्हणून नील घेतलेलं आहे. लक्षात आलं? मग आपला टोटल इन्कम बॅलन्स किती राहिला तर 5,85,000 तेवढाच राहिला. 5,85,000वरती आपण टॅक्स कम्प्यूट केला तो स्लॅब रेट प्रमाणे. पहिल्या 2.5 लाखापर्यंत टॅक्स नील आहे म्हणून 5,85,000तून पहिले 2.5 लाख मायनस केले, आपल्याला बॅलन्स मिळाला किती 3,35,000. आता 3,35,000 हा सेकंड स्लॅब रेटमध्ये बसवला, त्यामध्ये काय सांगितलंय 2.5 ते 5 लाख रुपये तुम्हाला काय राहील 5% राहील. मग बघा 2.5 ते 5 यामधला डिफरन्स किती आहे 2.5 लाख, म्हणजे आपला इन्कम राहिलाय किती 3,35,000. 35,000. मग ॲक्च्युअली आपल्याला कितीवर पेड करावं लागेल? 5% आपल्याला 2.5 लाखावरती पेड करावं लागेल. म्हणून 2.5 लाखावरती 5% आपण 12,500 रुपये काढले, 12,500. आता परत 2.5 लाख रुपये राहिलेल्या बॅलन्समधून म्हणजे 3,35,000तून परत 2.5 लाख रुपये आपण वजा करणार. आता एक्झॅक्ट बॅलन्स किती राहिला? तर 85,000 रुपये राहतोय. लक्षात आलं? मग 85,000वरती 20% आपण कम्प्यूट केले तर 17,000 आले. ओके, आता तिथपर्यंत आपलं इन्कम संपला, म्हणजे तेवढ्या 2-3 स्लॅबमध्येच इन्कम आपला संपला. नेक्स्ट स्लॅब लागू होणार नाही म्हणून नील. आता टोटल केली सर्व टॅक्स अमाऊंटची, ती आली 29,500 रुपये. सो हिअर वी कम्प्यूट इन्कम कम्प्यूट केला आपण. किती रुपये कम्प्यूट केलेला आहे? तर टॅक्स अमाऊंट कम्प्यूट केली 29,500. आता 29,500 वरती 4% सेस आला 1,180. तो ॲड केला 30,680 मध्ये. 1,180 रुपये हा टॅक्समध्ये ॲड केला सेस. आपल्याला टोटल टॅक्स लायबिलिटी मिळाली 30,680 रुपयाची. लक्षात आलं? 30,680 रुपये ही टॅक्स लायबिलिटी आपल्याला काय झालेली मिळालेली आहे. नाव वी फाइंड आउट द टॅक्स लायबिलिटी ऑफ द चॅरिटेबल ऑर्गनायझेशन अँड टॅक्स लायबिलिटी इज 30,680. Okay, so very easy to compute a tax liability with the help of the slab rate of the trust. Okay, as well as we find out a total taxable income of the trust. So in our next video we are going to solve a problem number 4 on the computation of total taxable income as well as tax liability of the charitable organization. Okay, thank you very much.